two very special guests, Oskar and Sophie from Os and Oos, which is a design firm in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So far you guys are the guests who have traveled the furthest for this interview.
Yeah,
from the Netherlands.
Till now.
Now, so far. So you guys do design, and you also do illustration. So you had designed the cover of the IDS Field Guide, which is really exciting.
Yes.
And this is your second time at the IDS show.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Yeah. So can you tell me a little bit about your firm and the type of design that you do?
We started our studio about 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
4 or 5 years ago, yeah. And we started after graduation from Eindhoven. That's the city where we work. We were working for other companies until we decided to collaborate together and actually spawn.
And that was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And is there a specific type of project that you guys do mostly?
We started off with a lighting project, and that sort of got the ball rolling. And we are a studio that really focuses on concept and an idea.
Okay.
And then we figure out what materials and what kind of situation or product actually fits that concept. So we don't just say, oh, we're going to do a chair. We think about, okay, what's the idea, what's the concept, and what kind of materials we're going to use, and then we actually make it.
So a lot of product design.
Yeah, we have everything from carpets to ceramics to lighting to furniture.
So do you have a lot of people that work with you at your firm?
Not really. It's just the two of us, and every once in a while you can find an intern running around.
Okay, amazing. Yeah. So big jobs for you guys then.
Yeah.
A lot of work, yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about what is maybe trending in the Netherlands, or what you're seeing a lot of? It could be materials, it could be style.
Yeah, I think what's very specific for Dutch design, as we know it, is a research-based approach, either in material or in concept. There's always a story behind the works, and I think that's very typical for the design.
I love that. So you spend a lot of time doing a lot of research and conceptualizing before you actually put it into production.
Yeah.
And then you would work really closely with your clients to develop this type of product. Or do you do commission design, or are you guys developing product and then selling it retail?
Yeah, we work a lot with European-based galleries.
Okay.
So we do a bit more sculptural pieces that are a bit on the balance of product and autonomous objects.
Yeah.
And then we also work with different producers as well.
Okay.
So on the production side of it. Yeah.
Right. And
I started it a little bit with you're a young company and you have, of course, no name and nobody knows you. So you start off, at least we did, making exactly what we wanted to make. Presented it, and hopefully people would catch on. Okay, they see our vision, and slowly you build up a name enough that it's possible to actually work at the industry.
Right.
Because it's almost it's not impossible, but it's difficult to
approach
somebody.
It's a lot of work to enter the industry.
Get them to say, you know what, let's go for it. I'm going to go a big company. I don't know, name somebody, but usually you have to present for quite a few years until you can actually build the momentum to say, okay.
Right. So what brought you to IDS Vancouver this year?
Of course, it was the collaboration with IDS and the Dutch consulate.
Yeah.
And they invited 3 Dutch design studios, along with Sabine Marcellus and Rens.
Yeah.
And they combined us with 3 Canadian-based design studios or artists.
Okay, very cool.
So we are sort of half presenting here and half presenting in their studios.
Okay, amazing.
And you can see them off-site, they call it, and we're doing talks there and also part of the little opening shows there as well.
Yeah, very cool. And is there anything that you're noticing about design here in Vancouver that you think is really interesting or very different than Dutch design? Anything that stands out to you? Or anything that you're loving about Pacific Northwest design?
Well, of course, there's the close bond with nature. So there's, of course, we're teamed up with Brent Comber. He's the wood guy. He's making these incredible wooden structures, sculptures, tables. He's sort of in between as well, but between the design and autonomous as well. So when it comes to design, of course, I have a brother here as well. Lucas, he runs Andlight, and of course, he's also studied in Europe.
Okay.
And that means that he's got a sort of a European touch to it as well. So I can't consider him really also 100% Canadian design. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I find it a tricky question.
Yeah, I think what's different, you see less individual designers, design studios. I think it's coming up a bit more and more. Mm-hmm. as what we see, of course, is like typical Vancouver-based designers, because more common in the Netherlands, where we graduate and then we start our own studio. And I think it's nice to see that it's growing here as well. That people start with their own vision and start to design their own products.
Yeah, amazing. Well, thank you so much, Oskar and Sophie, for joining us on Great TV. This has been really great, and I hope you enjoy your stay in Vancouver.
Absolutely.
Yeah.